Goals from Freggi and Martial fire Manchester United to a 2-0 victory over Nottingham Forest, and they're through to the League Cup final. Jules, not a surprise since they won the first leg 3-0. So let me ask you instead, rather than the game, about Jadon Sancho, who came off the bench for his first appearance since October. Is this, in the immortal words of Arsene Wenger, like a new signing?
I don't know. I hope so, of course. Let's hope that he's well, mentally, physically, that the problems that he had in the last few weeks, few months are behind him, because what we want to see is him on the pitch, enjoying his football, enjoying his life, playing for United. And if he comes back at that kind of level, then of course he can help them. He can help them because the best version of Jadon Sancho that we saw at Dortmund, for example, is an amazing player. So it's been difficult for him since he joined United. But I think Ten Hag can be also the right coach to kind of give him a structure, talk to him, do a bit like what he did maybe with Marcus Rashford to a certain extent, and get the best again out of Jadon Sancho.
I'll tell you what, I feel like people forgot about him a little bit. And for me, if Jadon Sancho is even 80% of what he was at Borussia Dortmund, then it's a no-brainer. You play Sancho and Rashford on the wings. Anthony, we'll see you later. Yeah. And then play whatever, Martial or Weghorst, whoever you want through the middle.
Sticking with United, Christian Eriksen will be out until April because of that terrible tackle from Andy Carroll in the Reading FA Cup game. So they picked up Marcel Sabitzer from Bayern on loan. Is that a deal that you like?
I do. It's a body in, a body out. I mean, they were low on bodies in central midfield for whatever reason because, again, it's McTominay, Casemiro, it's Fregg. Am I forgetting anybody?
No, then kids from the academy.
And then kids, right? Yeah. So you need somebody in. Bonuses with Sabitzer. I mean, completely different profile of player, but, he is, I think he's more of, Eriksen we know covers a lot of ground and is very intelligent. Sabitzer, I think, is more of an energy player. You're getting somebody who's been in a big club environment. I don't think he's going to hurt you. I think it was important to have somebody in. In fact, I might have actually brought two guys in.
You need the best Sabitzer, though, the one from Leipzig, not the one from Bayern that has hardly played in 18 months.
No, that's right. But it's a better solution than moving Phil Jones into midfield, right?
Of course. No. But let's hope that they get that one.
By the way, it is funny. I'm told, my understanding is that a year ago, when Ralph Rangnick was there, and he saw that they didn't have enough bodies in midfield, suggested maybe if we don't want to spend, blah, 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 can we bring this guy on loan, bring that guy? It's like, oh, no. We don't take players on loan. We loan young players out. That's interesting. Times change, huh? Newcastle beat Southampton 2-1 in the other League Cup semi-finals we mentioned before. Again, no real surprise there, but
well done.
No, at least no surprise that they're through. But how silly was Bruno Guimarães' needless red card?
I mean, you qualified. I guess maybe the second half they were a little bit more under pressure towards the end, but he goes and stamps with his studs on the Southampton player's ankle, a bit like what we saw with Fabinho, who should have been sent off really. Against Brighton at the weekend as well, and VAR had to intervene, by the way, which was also crazy because I think that one should have been a straight red. You don't need any help for that, I think.
Well, they needed it with the Fabinho one at the weekend, and they didn't get it. So,
But it's a shame because he's going to miss 3 games now, all in the league. At least he'll be back on time for the final, which. Seeing how important it is for
Does it make sense that the whole suspensions in the League Cup are going to apply to the league? Does it?
It is a bit weird, but
I mean, this is big for Newcastle because
it's massive.
We've praised Newcastle so much. Bruno Guimarães
so important to them.
He's really important to them. 3 games, a lot of points at stake.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube, and for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app, and for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.